Feeling a lot better. Thank you. Feeling like I'm getting a lot of my strength back, starting to gain a lot more weight, a lot of the weight that I lost. And just feels good to be back. Feels good to be back, being able to do something and being able to be with the guys.
Has that been the biggest challenge in coming back, is getting the weight back and the strength, or a little bit of the timing as well? Or what's been the biggest challenge so far?
Definitely trying to put some of the weight back on. I went a couple weeks there with struggling to get some fluids down and get some nutrients down and just hold it down in there. So, I've been on a pretty consistent, schedule now as far as eating and being able to keep stuff down. And it's been, pretty well for a couple of days now. So definitely feel like I'm starting to get just a lot of strength back. And, I've been able to do some baseball workouts here the last 3 or 4 days and feel like everything's just coming back to normal.
Did you do those first 3 games? Because it sounds pretty terrible.
Like I said, it was weird, man, because I felt the best during the game. I don't know if the adrenaline takes over or what the deal was, but I had no issues at all. And then, right when the game was over and I would, try and eat something or try and drink something, my stomach just really wouldn't tolerate it. And it was frustrating because, there was a lot of trial and error on certain foods, certain drinks, certain type of medicine, and just couldn't really get an answer, couldn't really narrow it down and figure out what it was. And, finally, found something that was able to keep down after a couple of days, and then, slowly just expanded it and got some food in. And, finally, a couple of days now, I've seemed to figure out what works and what doesn't. And hopefully we can just ride that out for the rest of the season.
Hey, Hos. So the doctors were never able to specifically say what it was?
No, not specifically. We've, kind of came down to maybe 2 or 3, guesses on what it could be. But it's just a really weird situation, a really unique situation. And, hopefully here at the end of the season, be able to go see some more GI specialists, and hopefully we can nail down what it was, and I can move forward from this. Really impressive. All aspects of his game, the way he was defending over there. It was a shortstop playing first. It was really cool to watch. He made the most of his opportunities, and it was really cool to see. During the whole COVID crisis, we were part of the same workout crew here at 7:30, and I got to see firsthand the work he was putting in and day out, and he just made the most of the opportunity, and it was certainly fun to watch. And he's been playing some big baseball, especially against the Dodgers. He came up with some big swings there, and he's been playing great on all aspects of the game, and it was fun to watch.
I'll go to Marty Caswell.
Hey, Eric, what sort of perspective did you get watching these games from, I guess, your couch, watching it on TV?
Completely different perspective. I got to, it's funny too, cause, I always have a lot of questions after the game. You're always kind of asking why this guy did this or why certain plays happened. And, it's definitely a lot different, but, it was frustrating at the same time. I mean, the Dodger game, the way that game ended, with the throw at home, I think I didn't end up falling asleep that night till 2 a.m. cause I was just, it was just a tough loss. It was a heartbreaker, but, it just stinks because you see the guys, the guys are grinding, and you want to be out there grinding with them. I know the road trip there, we got into Colorado really late, and then the next game started with a delay. So you kind of know what the guys are going through, and you just feel a little guilty not being able to be there with them and being able to, to be in that middle of the grind with the guys.
And you felt the energy firsthand when you are there in the dugout, but does the energy that Tatis brings, does that come through to you on the TV as well?
Yeah, it definitely does. Especially yesterday, he didn't waste any time. It was, the off day, no baseball that day. And then he comes first pitch and wastes no time, hits it out of the park. And you can definitely sense the excitement from the couch just as much as the dugout. That's for sure.
Thank you.
We'll go to Dennis Lynn.
Eric, just kind of going off that, what stood out to you the most about Tatis and the adjustments he's making this year? You know what it's like to be 21 and succeeding in the majors, but year 2, how do you think he's handling himself?
He's handling himself great. It's amazing how easy he makes the game look. I remember the curveball he hit in the opposite field for a home run. It just on TV, it just looked way too easy of what he did, and he hit that ball, pretty far into the right field fence or over the right field fence. So. Year 2 is always, one of the toughest years in the big leagues because The league kind of has a scouting report on you. They have a better idea of how they want to attack you. And, that's just what makes him so special is the talent not only is there, but mentally he's ahead of the game as well. And you can tell that he understands that the league's trying to adjust to him, and he's making the necessary adjustments that he needs to make that just make him a superstar.
Have you guys on the team given him any grief about the BMW commercial?
No, I think I was one of the first ones to see it because I was at home, and I realized it was a national commercial because I think I was watching one of the games on MLB Network or ESPN, one of the two, and saw the commercial firsthand. I wasn't looking at the TV, but I heard his voice and knew it was him. And, he's as marketable as they come. He's a great kid. He deserves all this coming his way. And mentally, he's the type of guy that can handle all this attention as well.